Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Leopard Bookshop and today I'm going to be showing you how to get input from the player and use this input with text boxes. So let's get started. I'm in Roblox Studio and I'm just going to click here to open up a classic base plate. You can use any of these maps. I'm going to use classic base plate because I don't need any excess stuff for this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is explain what getting input from the player is. Getting input from the player is when you ask them a question. For example, for this video it's going to be to enter their name. So you ask them, please enter your name. They can enter it into like a text box and then we'll get it and we'll do something with it. In this case we'll display it on a screen somewhere else. So to do this, we're going to use GUIs. GUIs are basically just putting stuff on the screen in front, where the mouse is in front of the world that they're in. So to do this, you need to open up Explorer, Properties, and Output. So over here, I've got the Explorer and Properties. I haven't got the output yet. I'll just get the output right here. So to get these, you want to first click Explorer right here. Properties right here, and lastly you want to click this button on the top bar, second from the left, and that will bring up the output right here. I've got them in this position. It doesn't matter what position you have them in. So let's get started. Over here you want to go to Start a GUI, click the plus and insert a screen GUI to be able to put the GUIs on the screen. Then in the screen GUI, we're going to insert a text box right here. Now with this text box, we're just going to do a few things to it. I'm going to put it in the middle of the screen. It does not matter where you put it. But with this text box, we're going to go to Properties right down here. Now just for now, I'm going to make this a bit bigger so I can just see the properties a bit better. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, and the first thing is I'm going to click background colour. I can make this whatever I want. I might make it a bit of a green like that. I like that. Now what I'm going to do, the border, again, this does not really matter. I'm going to leave there being no border right now. Then I'm going to continue going down, and I'm going to go all the way down to text. Now in text you can put any font you like, anything like this, but the main thing that we're going to do is we're going to click text scaled. This just makes all the text bigger to fit the whole text box. And we're also going to go to placeholder text right here, and in placeholder text we're going to type enter name. Now enter name, this is just going to put like that, enter name, and you click and type something in, and enter name will disappear. So placeholder text, it just tells you what to do. You can set this whatever you like. But as for today's video, we're doing stuff with the name of the player. That's what we're going to do today. After you've done all this, whatever you want to do to this text box, you're going to go to text box here, click on the plus, and insert a local script, like here. You'll come up with this screen. You can just delete hello world. We don't need that anymore. At this point, we just make properties a bit smaller because we don't need this right now, and it gives us more space in the script window. Now, for the script today, what we're going to do is we need to detect when something is written in this text box, and then when they click enter or just go off the text box, and then we will do something with whatever text they've written in it. So you've got two options of how to write this, but they do slightly different things. I'll write the main block of the code and then I'll give you the option. So what you want to do is you want to type script.parent dot focus lost connect function, like these two brackets, just like as I'm writing it here. In here type enter, and then click enter at the end so you get the end at the bottom like this. So just copy this exact code and I'll now explain what it does. So it gets the script here and go to the parent, which is the text box, It then detects when the focus is lost. This means, so when you're on the text box, this is the focus on it. And then when they click away, that's the focus lost. So when they finish writing, it starts a function, and it passes enter with the function. We're going to use this later. Now what we're going to do is, here are the two options. Either you can have this text box, so when you type in it and you click away, it does the stuff with the whatever you typed in, and when you type in and click enter, it does that stuff. Or you can have it when you only click enter. So if you type something and you just click off, it won't do anything. I'll tell you the one where you can do both first, and then the one where you only click enter. The one where you click both is, you can leave it like this and continue with the code. So print, so we're going to do print first and then do other stuff with it. Print script.parent.text. So it goes to the script, the parent is the text box, and then text, so whatever is in the text box. Now you want to do it so it's when it's entered, and only when you click enter, and not when you just click off it. Then above here, you want to click if enter, then, and then move this right here into there. And now, if we only have this in it, then this will only do it when it's entered. So firstly, I'm going to try it without. Go like this. I'll click play. And now that I'm in the game, we can see we've got this thing here with the placeholder enter name. I'm going to enter something random for now. And when I click enter, it prints it. Down at the bottom here, you can see hey is being printed. But also, when I click off it, it also prints. But if I now close this up, and then what I do is I go back to my local code script and type this if enter then end, and now click play, you'll notice that if I do this and click enter, it still prints. But if I do this and just click away, it will not print. You can see there's just one hey there, and it's not printing anything until I click enter. So you can choose between those two types. Now I'm going to show you just one more feature of this text box, because you'll notice that when I type something in, I click away, as soon as I click back, it will go blank again and it won't keep the stuff that you type in. Now you can fix this. This is the default option. So you type something in, you click away, and you click back, or you press enter in the meantime, click back, and it will disappear. If you want to keep this, that's fine. If you don't, what you want to do is you want to click on Textbox, go to Properties, expand it a little bit, and where it says Clear on Focus, this is under the Data section, right here, under Data, where it says Clear on Focus, you can untick that if you do not want it to clear when you click away and click back again. Okay. What I'm now going to do is I'm now going to show you how you can do stuff with this text once you've got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my starter GUI, click the plus, and I'm going to insert a text label right here like this. I'll just put this in the top left corner for now, it doesn't really matter. As well as this, you can also go into properties and you can do lots of stuff like backgrounds and change all that stuff for now. I'm not going to do that. All that I will do is I will scale the text just so it's a bit bigger. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into text label and I'm going to insert a local script. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to print whatever we put into this text box into this text label, just like so. What we're going to type in here is we're going to type while true do, enter, then type underscore capital G dot name, actually come to the front here guys, sorry, and type script.parent script.text. So script.parent.text equals underscore capital G dot name. And we'll come back to the local script right here, and instead of printing it, we're going to type underscore capital G dot name equals script.parent.text. So exactly the same thing, but flip it all round. And this is basically a variable, guys. But this underscore G dot makes it a global variable, so it can be used outside of these functions and outside of the local scripts in other scripts elsewhere in the game. So we can use this in this script and in this script. By the way, guys, if you do want a bigger explanation on global variables and other types of variables, please do have a look at my other video. I'll link it down in the description, and I'll put a card at the top right now. So do check this out. It's got good explanations on all of the variables in Roblox Studio. So with this underscore G.name being whatever is in this text box, we transfer it to this script here and set it constantly, so whatever you type, it will constantly set to whatever is in this here. It will set that to the label. Now this will time out because while loops are infinite, so we're just going to add a little wait right here, so like 0.1 seconds or even 0.01 seconds, whatever you want. And there's one more thing to do before we want to finish this. If you notice, what will happen here is because at the very start of the game there is nothing in this text box, this loop will be running, but underscore G.name will not exist at that time because it's only created once this is happening right here. So what we need to do is at the very top of this script here, we just need to type underscore G.name equals, and then we can just do blank, just like that, so just with nothing in between, just two quotations. The reason why we do this is so this label will be set to blank, but otherwise it will give an error and this while loop will stop running because G.name will not exist. So let's just run this and test it. I'm in my game now, guys, and so let's test it. So we see we've got the label over here, it's blank because we set it to blank in this top line here. And now I'm just going to type in anything here. I'm going to click enter, and you can see it prints straight away into the text label at the top. So that is it for today's video. I really hope this helped you guys. Please, it really helps me if you hit like and smash subscribe. Hit the bell as well so you never miss another video on this channel. It really helps me, and I hope these videos also help you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in another video.